Imagine setting sail in the 1580s, a time of grand exploration and untold danger, on a mission to claim a new world for your queen. This is the story of Sir Humphrey Gilbert, a man with a vision as vast as the Atlantic itself, and the tragic fate of his expedition at one of the world's most treacherous places. In 1583, Sir Humphrey Gilbert, the half-brother of the famous Sir Walter Raleigh, gathered a fleet of 5 ships. His goal? To establish England's very first colony in North America. The ships were the Delight, the Golden Hind, the Squirrel, the Swallow, and Gilbert's own flagship. This was a monumental undertaking, a bold push into the unknown. After successfully claiming Newfoundland for Queen Elizabeth I, the first English territory in the New World, Gilbert's fleet turned southward. Their plan was to explore the coastline before heading back to England, their mission seemingly well on its way. But the Atlantic had other ideas. On August 29, 1583, the ships approached a place that would soon earn a grim nickname, Sable Island. This long, sandy crescent off the coast of Nova Scotia was already known among sailors for its hidden sandbars and unpredictable currents. It was a maritime trap waiting to be sprung. Despite warnings from Captain Richard Clark of the Delight, Gilbert was adamant. He insisted they sail close to the island, perhaps to chart it or simply out of sheer confidence. This decision would prove to be catastrophic. The Delight, the largest ship in the fleet and heavily loaded with essential supplies, tools, and most of the intended colonists, suddenly lurched. It had struck a hidden sandbar. The heavy seas were merciless. The ship began to break apart almost immediately, its timbers groaning and splintering under the immense pressure. Chaos erupted. Men were thrown into the churning, icy water. Among the 85 souls who perished that day was a man named Stephanos Parmenius, a Hungarian scholar who had joined the voyage to write the official chronicle of this historic expedition. His records and his life were lost to the waves. In the midst of the wreckage, a small miracle occurred. Captain Clark, the very man who had warned Gilbert, managed to escape with 16 other survivors. They clambered into a small boat, a tiny vessel with only a single oar to guide them. For 7 agonizing days, they drifted at sea, battling starvation, thirst, and the biting cold. They were on the brink of death when they were finally spotted by a Basque whaling vessel near Newfoundland and rescued. The loss of the Delight was a devastating blow to the entire expedition. With their main supply ship gone, morale shattered, and the heart of the colonial party wiped out, there was no choice but to abandon the mission. A dejected Gilbert ordered the remaining ships to turn back towards England. But the tragedy wasn't over. Just weeks later, during a fierce storm in the North Atlantic, Gilbert's own tiny ship, the Squirrel, was swallowed by the sea. He was last seen by the crew of the Golden Hind, sitting on the deck with a book in hand. His final stoic words were reportedly shouted across the waves. "We are as near to heaven by sea as by land." The expedition that began with such high hopes ended in complete disaster. Yet it wasn't all in vain. It marked England's first formal claim in North America, a crucial first step in building what would become a global empire. And the wreck of the Delight became the very first recorded shipwreck on Sable Island, the beginning of its long and dark history as the graveyard of the Atlantic. It's a powerful reminder that the path to discovery is often paved with immense sacrifice and courage. Thanks for watching. If you're fascinated by maritime history and tales of exploration, be sure to subscribe for more stories like this. See you next time.